On the warm-ups here, wanted to talk about some finger independence and talk about who won the Sir Reactive Load IR thing. A lot of stuff to get into. There's a lot of monster players out there I've been kind of digging. And yeah. Oh, thanks for all the, yeah, this is the anniversary model. It's pretty sick. Really loving it. Rick is our winner. Now, Rick, I'm not going to say your last name. You've got 7 days to respond to the email we sent you regarding winning the Sir Reactive Load IR. So cheers to Rick. Answer that email, get back with us, and we'll take care of it. In 7 days, if you don't respond, we will roll the dice again for our another winner. So that's how that's going to go. Congrats, Rick. And now, finger independence. This is kind of an interesting topic because I'm not really much of a, I'm not a warm-up guy. I'm not a, I should be. Like what you just saw was the first time I played guitar all day, like in 24 hours. So with that said, what do you do to warm up, and what are good finger independence type things that you can work on to get a good even sound, legato or tapping or any of that stuff, right? You don't want to be overplaying the guitar. You don't want to be overplaying the guitar. And for me, if I get excited, I start overplaying, pressing in too hard and all that kind of stuff. So here's kind of the idea when it comes to finger independence. Like everyone has their favorite combinations of fingers that they like to use. One can be, this three that a lot of people like. Paul Gilbert, he likes this combination. Like I like this combination. But finger independence is really a powerful tool to developing a good even sound. And so, how do you get there? It's twofold, right? One is realizing that there's going to be multiple ways to navigate the same note with different fingers, right? That's all just the same D played with each independent finger, and then the combinations thereof that will come from that, right? Moving into the first finger. Going the other way as well. Right, pinky be down here. So, now, that's like way up here. So how do you break it down a piece at a time? How do you get started on this path if you're a more rock player? Like if that's your more bread and butter. Like how do you get to the higher end of the legato thing? So thinking, and I don't like the word scales or scalular, but it's just like if you just take the major key of F, I'm just seeing everything in F right now, or D minor. So if I see this, I'm not using any kind of string mutes. I'm having to do it the hard way, right? But I'm applying enough pressure to get the note to come out. Right there. That's just 4 notes of the major scale. And I'm working out of this combination. And now let's move it back and work out of this combination. Move it up a set. Again. Again. And so on and so forth. So you'd have... sorry, one more time. So all the way up it, like just all the way up the thing. So to take something that I don't really do, but I saw Baxty do it, and I was trying it and I was working on it. Baxty's a really great player, and some finger independent stuff that he did was like. So this is just a digital pattern, but what this digital pattern is going to do is allow you to visualize allow the finger independence to be working on its own thing. The fretboard visualization is just as simple as working through all the permutations of the scale through every finger. So like when people play in D minor pentatonic, they tend to just go here, which is fine, or they connect it to the next one. Totally good. Or they may play here. The reality is that you want to be able to connect these through each other. All of that stuff is kind of the same flavor in a different area of the neck. It's the same kind of flavor. So let's start one with finger independence, and then we'll talk about applying it to the fretboard visualization of it. Finger independence will start with a digital pattern that's going to be on the 4 frets based around this area of the neck that I saw. You know, it's like I said, I saw Baxty do this. So you could look at it starting on C. And you would go down 1, over a whole step, and back a half step. That. And then you would go again with it on that pinky. And then the next string would just be, it's going to be the same 4 frets all the way across. Again, scope Baxty's channel if you need the tabs. But this finger independence exercise is really neat the way he did it. So like it goes down and up. It's basically, let's play that slow where we go over it, down a half step, over a whole step, back again, first finger. Now we're going to do the same thing again. 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 Now when you go down it, you could have same kind of permutations that go up it, over it, down it. Now, when you apply this to your playing, I really like to see things diagonally. If I'm going to see like D minor. There's all 3 roots through D minor. Now, let's take 2 notes, 1 note, 2 notes. It's kind of a simple one. For an arpeggio. Now let's take that thing that Baxty did. go up it again. Like that. Put it into a scale, right? One more time. Yeah. So I'm going to not be playing from the position of play this up and down, unplug it, put it back in somewhere else and unplug it. I'm going to try to be flowing through this thing where I'm going to be having an open hand, closed hand, open hand, closed hand. So like maybe open hand. Close the hand here and let the first finger get that one. Open hand, closed hand, closed hand. Right, sorry. See, did you see that motion right there when I do it fast? Slow and fast are two different feelings. Right there it was again. You can always move up one at a time. Here, let's try it on the highest string sets. Right there, be like the whole thing. Not a lot of things kind of helping the tone, you know, just kind of a drier tone to zone in on the aspects of what we're trying to do, right? All of that stuff, right? There's some questions coming in here. Alexa says, interested in how you managed to see the root note of the scale, the root note of the chord that has playing, from example, over C major in the key of F, playing over C major in the key of F, or D minor. Right? If I was playing in C, right? There's the C. All in the key of F, right? Because really when you're in the key of F, it's just framing a C dominant sound. Like that kind of thing right there. I'm seeing all of the C around here. upright. Maybe a there. I might even use a suspension to kind of frame it. Do the same thing here. And all of that to me is this information. If I wanted a secondary dominant into that, right? Like that kind of thing. There's that C. So the finger independence thing comes into play when you start outlining these arpeggios and you want to be able to float through them. That'd be like a more extended with an 11 up there. So you're going to have a real problem navigating this if you don't know where your notes are and you don't know what the shapes look like as they change the permutations within the hand set. So if I play that with a pinky, if I play with a third finger, it might look a little different. Play with the first finger. Right? Do you see how I'm like, that's around the third finger? Middle finger. First finger. So, you have to learn when you learn scales. I think a misconception is that people learn the scale in one position and they think that they've got their scale down, right? They're not learning how that glues into the next situation, the next scale, right? Oh, sorry, I messed up. Okay, right? Seeing all of this connect in a diagonal formation. Look at this. That's like 6 minor to 1. Right? And so the 5 is going to be below it if we're in D. If we're in C, that's a 13. So working on identification from a chord standpoint and a scalar interlocking, like they glue in together. That's where finger independence is going to be important. So you can play the same thing multiple ways, right? right? Same with alternate picking it. Yeah. Right? Kind of makes sense, right? Let's go to that solo section of that first tune again. Or that second tune. This is Truth and Lie. Right there. Not right there is good. Like, that should be a relaxed motion as you go through those kind of long legato lines. Trying to go from down here to down here. Try to get that one. So like around here I tried to play it, I messed up. Right there, right? And I'm just noodling. I'm not even like trying to make a musical statement. I'm just like noodling for the sake of practice. Try to show you guys how I practice and how I get through stuff from a problem-solving standpoint. Maybe that kind of thing, right? Where I'm... Right? Try to play through some of that, maybe like that kind of line. Right, let's do it again. Like that's the kind of thing that I would just like loop over and over, and I would just be targeting at how I could work on this thing, connecting all of that together in different permutations. And I'm also intentionally working with no string dampener or anything on the fretboard, so I have to be hyper aware of my muting to get it to be clean, right? Or as clean as possible. Now, if I just get away from legato and just try to play some alternate stuff in the same kind of fashion. Now, in any of this, I'm not using any chromatic notes. Like the limitations I've built on myself is to just try to just use that song as a backing track, as a vehicle for practice, to try to navigate in territories that my hands don't want to do. And so innately what you're going to end up having is have these little roadblocks and burps and warts and farts and stuff. And to me, that's how you know you're on the right path of working on something and polishing something out. If it's perfect every time, you're not really living on the edge and you're not pushing that exploration factor. You're not pushing that any farther forward, at least to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's dig in here with some questions here. Talking about the alternate picking at that speed. Yeah, I mean, like alternate picking is a bit of my default mechanics. So if I like if I'm just going to go for that kind of thing, it tends to be a little more natural. You know what I mean? Just trying to... That, again, it's like just trying to practice through these like diagonal kind of angles. Nothing crazy, no harmonic, no chromaticisms, nothing slippery, nothing that's like a lot of those times I'll use those devices to keep things even in the right hand. But it's like when you really put the frame, like the bumpers on the road for practice, that's where you really start seeing that finger independence thing coming about. Like a line like that, for instance, right? Where you got to use maybe what I don't like to use. That kind of thing, right? Like all sixes. That's not really as challenging. That's a very uniformed, even kind of thing. Once you get it rolling, it's a little simpler to do. You know what I mean? It kind of just ends up rolling because everything is the same amount every single time. You see what I mean? It's not as demanding in the right hand as something like that kind of thing. That'd be a much more interesting but much more demanding kind of sound. That'd be a really hard one to get through. Yeah, it's almost like if I recycle the top of it, I want to stay in that kind of cyclical cascading sound versus if I don't. Like that. Right? One more time. Okay. Question. Yeah. Fire off the questions. Yeah, this is Ebony. Hand sync is really part of it, right? That's part of like the finger independence and hand sync. They work together. So if I'm thinking about constantly inverting the permutations of the hands, right now, Bud, my tone is literally just the gearbox and the halo. I keep switching on and off the Woodshed comp with the red side of the gearbox as a different kind of boost. At this exact second, I have the Woodshed comp on, only the red side of the gearbox and the halo. Into a Sir SL68 that's clean. So then the right hand, I notice a change of picking position, slower and yeah, exactly. Yeah, because when I play slow, it's not the same mechanic. It's not the same. So there's like, yeah. All in those kind of 3-note patterns versus the 2s and 5s. It's kind of different sound. Yeah, and I'm just using these tunes as like warm up type things, you know. Yeah, so like it would change too if we have something that's if I had let's try some triplets like that. Ah. Yeah. So let's find something there. I think there's something there. And it's almost like you'd have to go double time. I don't think I can get it that fast. I don't think I can get it that fast. Let's try it. It's way too fast for that. Yeah, you couldn't do that. I have to do it in halftime. You could probably do the Andre Neri thing, though. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Yeah. Those kind of work a little bit better. Yeah, you could definitely get those up to speed. There's some weird polyrhythmic stuff you could probably get into with that. For me, it really changes if I've got a cross-picking thing. Check out how much it changes. Yeah, there's like way more swing in it. So it's like when I'm playing slower, the swing gets wider. Try to see what that looks like. More not half time, but just like you can see the escape motions. Yeah, it changes, right? Versus if I'm like all ass. At those tempos, it starts leaning into a more legato-y economy. Like it's like the sixes tend to be picked really hard, but then when it turns into the watery kind of waterfall thing, it gets away from it. I just keep altering, you know, what's needed to solve the problem at the tempo, right? And these are crazy tempos. Like I really wouldn't play this much. Like double time, sextuplet, 30-second notey kind of stuff. Like this is like way self-indulgent. But I think it's the nature of today's concept of just being finger independent. So with the harmony, I'm just trying to pretty much just stay in D minor and F. I'm not really trying to get crazy harmony ideas. This is all about mechanical, physical stuff. Yeah, it's all just mechanical, physical type stuff today. And you know, it's like it'd be in Charisma too. Like that one has that kind of thing. Charisma's not got quite the tempo that Truth and Lie does. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's play another song. I don't know what to play. What'll be fun? Just cruising through here, baby. Maybe this one. Arpeggios. That's why they call it practice. frets it. Yeah, so it's like just working on those arpeggios alone is like a great finger independence exercise. I need to practice it. Too. Those wide pentatonics are hard when you don't have a mute on that low string. One more time. It's hard to get those clean. Especially with no mute, gosh. So it'd be like all of them, right? Oh, man. Tom? That one's a tough reach for me. It's the cleanliness without the mute that's hard. Because you have to mute with the inside of your hand here. They get easier as you get higher on the string sets. The lower string sets I find are the most challenging. And there's that same finger independence thing I was talking about earlier. I suck today. All those kind of digital patterns kind of help the game of trying to get these things to work individually from each other. And you notice I end up drying out the tune when I'm practicing. Right? Yeah, I mean, talking about my composition. Thanks, Rebecca. I mean, it all really comes back to the song. This stuff all has to serve a bigger purpose than just blowing. It's got to serve a bigger purpose. It's got to be about a song, you know. It's all got to have something to go into that's bigger than just playing. All right, let's try those arpeggios one more time. Beyond the Reef. is a Matteo Mancuso transition that I'm trying to figure out how to do with a pick. That thing. So hard. Oh, it's so hard to get clean. It's so hard to get clean. Not really, no. It's more about concentration on getting it clean. I'm not pressing hard. It's the trying to get the muting. The muting's the hard part, so it doesn't sound like just slop. And if you notice, I don't have any. Now, look how much this will change the game. So those like fret wraps and stuff, like this is gonna make my life exponentially easier in like 2 seconds. So like sometimes if I've got something like this to track in the studio, do that thing. Now I don't even have to worry about the muting. Look how much cleaner it is. See how much cleaner everything gets when you put that on the end? So to me, it's like, I'm trying to get that, all of that crispy clean stuff without having to use a fret wrap, right? When I don't have to mute and I don't have to worry about muting, everything gets pretty MIDI level clean. It's a matter of keeping it, and like when I go back to the arpeggios, they're way easier with no muting involved. It gets really crazy how clean you can get some of this stuff. And it gets like, I feel like this is such a it can be a device that I rely on too much, and it can become a crutch. And then I don't feel like I'm clean without it. So when I'm practicing, like today is the day to kind of just knock some cobwebs off, try to explore some different things, try to explore different finger independence, and just explore, right? It's not a day that I'm going to pursue Well, I mean, I guess it is. It's like you're always trying to pursue excellence. But I'm just trying to pursue the ability for my hands not to be in the way of whatever I want to do. So I'm just kind of working over some of these digital kind of patterns, right? Yeah, it's kind of a endless pursuit, you know. Then you hope when you go back and you play a song, it's good. Yeah. Play one more. Let's play Charisma again. No? Play it again? Yeah, let's play it again. I just need to practice on it. Good first verse. kind of getting through it. Trying to get through it a little bit. Yeah. At least got that really crazy tapping lick in that time. One of those crazy pentatonic tapping. You do them in every position too. It's not, you know, it's like it's a big stretch in that position. That's a big stretch. It's a little nicer here though, right? And then you can move it to this one. And I can't ever decide if I want the middle finger there. Maybe the middle finger. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Your next one would be, where at? Nope. Yeah, that one. So, sorry. There's that one. And then, yeah, there's that one right there. This one's awkward to me for some reason. So I guess I need to work on it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really use that one too much because it's so awkward feeling. I use this one more. And then the one below it. Then I usually go from here to here. With that thing. It's really hard to get them clean with no fret wrap, right? That's really where the challenge is getting that cleanliness. You ever use open tunings? No, not really a lot of open tunings. Matteo Mancuso, he's unbelievable, man. Like, the kid's got this thing that just opens up so many other doors. It just makes you wish that you'd always... I'd wish I'd started playing like that, but I don't. Clinic in Tampa was amazing. It was really packed. Both clinics were really, really packed. I guess we could do a little bit of housekeeping here. Some of the tunes that I was practicing over today are all available on my website. It's andywoodmusic.com. And those tunes that I was kind of practicing over was Charisma and Truth and Lie. We were using it as an example piece. And Beyond the Reef was being used a little bit. And there's definitely some tablatures to the album versions of those songs available on the website. That's all at andywoodmusic.com. Tone packs and transcriptions, guitar profile, all that stuff. It's all over there. And then Woodshed Guitar Experience coming at you in September. Going to be a good time. That's the Paul Gilbert, Dan Huff, Trey Hensley, Mark Lettieri. All of that is happening in September, with September 11th through 14th. And so that's woodshedguitarexperience.com. If you want to come spend 4 days with Paul Gilbert, Dan Huff, Trey, Mark Letary and myself. Gonna be amazing. And then we've got, what else we got cooking? Guitar Summit. That's going to be after that. All of my dates you can find at andywoodmusic.com. And then again, Rick, if you're watching this, you are the winner. We sent you an email. You're the winner of the Sir Reactive Load IR. So if you're watching this, respond to that email and we will get you. Get the unit out to you. Congratulations for sure. This guy says not just the right. Who we got? Maruki says it's not just the right hand technique, but it's incredible. But it's no choice. Oh, he's magnificent, man. I think he's incredible. Future of guitar type stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. If your name is Rick, check your email. Oh, the stay solo. Yeah, that's a great solo, man. It's one of my favorites. Oh, I'm a massive Van Halen fan. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. With that said, everyone have a great week. I'll be doing live Zoom masterclass tomorrow night. For those that don't know, if you sign up at patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic, which I will put in the chat now. I misspelled it. Awesome. See if we can fix that. Let's just remove it. Chuck put it there. Yeah. If you go to patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic, every Wednesday night for my combo tier members, which is $25 a month, for $25 a month, you get 4 2-hour Zoom masterclasses a month. And they range any topic that the members want to talk about. It's really great. Really good community we've got over there. And it's everything from gear to like people want to hear certain amps or talk about specific certain songs or specific certain licks and things like this. And it's all done via Zoom. So it's super interactive, which is really, really great. And if you're interested in that, jump into that link, that patreon.com, sign up, try it out for a month for $25, see if you like it. It's a good hang. That's for sure. That's for sure. Larry, I have listened to some Buckethead. Freakishly great player. He can do all kinds of things. I really just like his show and like what his thing's about, like nunchucks and KFC bucket on his head. I think that's the best. So, yeah. Chuck's putting in the links now. Thank you guys for hanging out this week and talking about some of this practice approach. Yeah, we cook steak at Woodshed. That's a fact. We do indeed. We steak it up. Govin's like when it comes to the elite level guitar players, Govin's my favorite, man. Guthrie's he's my favorite. Like he just is when it comes to like super players, that guy can just do anything he wants. It's really amazing. So yeah, with that said, bail out on that note, and everyone have a great week. We'll talk to you guys real soon, and we'll see you Patreon members tomorrow night at around 6 o'clock. So everyone be blessed.